Man, we gotta wake up. This Jimmy Kimmel thing is bigger than I thought. It's all a part of the Project 2025. Let me break it down. This is more about our children than us, and we gotta teach them. Brendan Carr wrote the Section 230 on the Federal Communications Commission and Project 2025, the Heritage Foundation's blueprint/policy guide for the conservative agenda. Brendan Carr is the current chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, under the Trump administration. The FCC is the federal agency that regulates television, radio, and internet communications. Carr first joined the FCC years ago as a commissioner, but now he is in charge of the whole agency. As FCC chair, Carr leads a commission that decides things like licensing broadcasters. TV and radio stations need licenses to stay on air. Setting rules for the internet, like net neutrality debates in the past. Enforcing the public interest rule, broadcasters are supposed to serve the public fairly. That means Carr has a powerful voice in what TV stations and big media companies can or can't do, because their licenses depend on FCC approval. Carr has reopened several complaints that had been closed under the previous chair. These concern broadcast networks, CBS, ABC, NBC, over issues like treatment of political debates, possibly biased coverage, etc. He has also launched investigations into public broadcasters, NPR, PBS, over concerns such as whether they're airing underwriting announcements that cross legal boundaries. Non-commercial stations have limits on commercial advertising. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies under scrutiny. Carr has taken a strong stance against DEI programs inside companies seeking FCC approvals for mergers. He has made approval of some telecom/ISP mergers conditional on the companies dropping or modifying DEI policies. He's opened investigations into ABC/Disney and other large media companies over DEI practices, questioning if those are in public interest, or if some DEI policies violate non-discrimination rules. He's expressed interest in reinterpreting Section 230, online platforms' liability for third-party content, in line with what he advocated in his Project 2025 chapter. In September 2025, Jimmy Kimmel made comments on his show Jimmy Kimmel Live about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. He accused many in MAGAland of working very hard to capitalize on the incident. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr publicly called those comments truly sick and suggested there could be regulatory consequences for ABC, the network that airs Kimmel, and its parent company, Disney, if they did not address the issue. He said broadcasters, since they hold FCC licenses, have an obligation to serve the public interest. Shortly after Carr's remarks, several ABC affiliate stations, including Nexstar and Sinclair, pulled Kimmel's show from their schedules, i.e., stopped airing it, and ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. As for Colbert, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert has been canceled. The network, CBS/Paramount, cited financial reasons. But there is public suspicion, and commentary, that the timing of the cancellation may relate to Colbert's criticisms of the settlement with Donald Trump and the fact that the parent company is undergoing a merger that requires FCC approval. Some analysts view that as creating political or regulatory pressure. The threat by Carr, as FCC chair, to pursue regulatory consequences, such as possibly scrutinizing licenses or affiliate stations, can be seen as exerting pressure on ABC/Disney. Even if no formal FCC rule or order has yet been issued. Carr emphasized that license holders, broadcast networks, have a legal duty to operate in the public interest. He suggested that failure to address what he considered misleading or harmful content could lead to additional work for the FCC ahead. In Kimmel's case, Carr's comments preceded the suspension by ABC affiliates. While ABC and affiliate companies have claimed the decision was theirs, and some deny acting because of FCC pressure, many critics and media analysts see Carr's remarks as a factor. Analysts are warning this kind of pressure is tricky legally. The First Amendment protects speech, but it also protects against government coercion of private entities to suppress speech. If Carr uses the FCC's regulatory powers, or even threatens to, in such a way that broadcasts are forced to drop content to avoid losing or jeopardizing their license,